Hi girls, welcome back to another episode of Girls Like Me. Today we have the lovely Zainab Williams in the studio. She is a professional tennis player. Say hi, Zainab.
Hi guys.
So today we are going to be just having a general chit chat. This is the first professional tennis player that I've had on the podcast, which is going to be really interesting. But yeah, just going to be getting to know you. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
I mean, this is my first podcast, so
Is it?
yeah, you've taken my V card on the podcast.
Love that.
But yeah, my name is Zainab Williams. No, I'm not related to Serena Williams, unfortunately. I wish
Do you
I
know
was.
what? My sister literally said that when I said your name. She was like, what?
No, everyone says always they're like, you should do like a DNA test. Like, I don't know, maybe somewhere in a long heritage, there's like, I'm connected to her. But no, unfortunately, I'm not related to her. But I'm originally from London, but I currently live in Manchester and train in Manchester.
Okay.
And yeah, just been playing professional tennis now. I've been playing since I was 3, but professionally probably since I was like maybe 12, trying to go professional. Yeah, so it's been a long journey.
How old are you now, if you don't mind me
28.
asking? 28.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's interesting.
I
I don't know why. I had the impression that you were the same age as me.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
Oh, I wish I was 25.
No, 28. That's a good age, you know.
Yeah, I feel like when I turned 28, I was like, oh my God, I'm so close to 30. But like, luckily, like all my friends are between the ages of like 24 to 27. There's a few 28s, but like everyone's pretty young, so I feel like they keep me young. Like I look young.
You look good for 28.
Like I feed off them. I'm like some type of vampire.
So talk to me then, because you said you've been playing since you were like 3, but professionally since 12.
Yeah.
So how did you actually get started in tennis?
Oh, so I think the story's been told that when my parents are quite athletic, so they were in track, football. My granddad was a pretty good footballer as well. So we've always been like heavily involved in sports.
Yeah.
And I think one day mom was at work and my dad was babysitting me in a way, and he went to the tennis court with his mates because he used to do that on like a weekly basis. And I think I got bored and was hitting across the fence. And my dad was like, oh my God, you know, she's got really good hand-eye coordination. Let me coach her. And then a year later, my sister came along. And then he started coaching both of us. I think at the time as well, Venus and Serena Williams were like at the peak of their careers. They were making a lot of sound, noise. And with them being the Williams sisters and me having a sister, then we became the British Williams sisters. So we were playing all the way up to, I think, around like 8, 9, 10. We started getting scouted by our lawn governing body. We started getting scouted by them. We started going to more talent IDs, competing a lot more. And then, yeah, just kind of like increased how many competitions we played by the time we got to like the under 12s. And yeah, it kind of just went from there.
Amazing. So I'm trying to figure you out here as well. This is what I do. Like I'm asking questions, but I'm also like examining you.
Yeah.
So are you the eldest sister as well?
Yeah, I am.
Is it just you two?
No, I have a little brother as well, but I think he's always like forgotten in a way. No offense to him. Love you.
Is it because he's not athletic or?
He is, like he plays football, but I think as well like, he wanted to get into tennis, but because me and my sister already had like the limelight, I guess he's 8 years younger than me. So he's only just turned 21. So he's like, he never got the chance to play really.
Oh, bless.
Yeah, so I think he kind of envies the fact that me and my sister was the one to play tennis and not him.
Oh, that's really cute. So do you know when you were saying that you obviously started playing professionally, getting scouted and stuff like that, how does that all work for someone that doesn't know anything about tennis?
Yeah, so I think it's different in each country. I think in the UK it works as, you know, you play within your county, so like your area.
Yeah.
At the time, I was born in Stratford, so it was Newham, Essex was like the county. So we'd play in Essex, and the more you win, the more you start getting noticed by your lawn governing body, which is the LTA. And then you then start to play nationally, so that's in the country.
Okay.
Then again, the same thing happens. You play more competitions nationally, and then you get kind of, your name goes a bit everywhere. Then you get, your ranking goes up.
Okay.
And then after national, you go Europe.
Oh.
So you play within the Europe League, and then you go international.
Okay.
So I played, I think, all of them, but I think my sister stopped at national in Europe level.
Okay.
She tore ACL when she was like, I think 15.
Oh.
And I think she just had like a mental block from there. She just didn't want to go back into the sport. But then I kind of continued throughout uni, and then after uni, tried to continue as well. I had a few injuries here and there, but yeah, that's kind of like the way the British system works. I don't know how it works in different countries, but yeah, it kind of gets bigger and bigger, like the circle of how you compete and who you play against.
Oh, that's wicked. And you're currently playing internationally at the minute.
Yeah.
Okay, so how's that going?
It's going well. A lot of traveling, like getting used to kind of being away from home. Like I remember I was looking at the calendar and I think I've only spent like maybe 4 weeks over the 3 months at home.
Really?
Yeah, like it's been really back to back. So like,
because even like to get you on the podcast, where like the dates in September and stuff were like very much you're free then till then. So I was thinking, is she here? What's she doing? What's she up to?
Yeah, no, I just came back from Serbia. And I spent 1 week in Macedonia. I don't know if you know where that is.
No. I know the name, but like my geography skills are not very good, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you on the podcast.
It's legit like next door to Serbia and like around Montenegro, Croatia sides.
Yeah.
So I went there for a week and then did Serbia for 2 weeks.
Nice.
Which was good. Like I really enjoyed myself first time being away for that long. Usually I do like a week or a week and a half away, but 3 weeks was a long time to be like living out of a suitcase. So I feel like it's just getting myself used to like the momentum of keep on going.
Yeah.
And it's easier for me to be like that instead of like, you know, doing 1 week, coming back for 2, then going back again for 1. So I feel like it's easy for me to just stay on the road. Yeah.
Because you kind of get used to it, don't you? Like lifestyle becomes your lifestyle.
I mean,
now.
it's not the best because I feel like when I went to Serbia, oh my God, it was a struggle to eat.
Really?
And Macedonia, I think I lost a lot of weight because I just didn't know where to eat. Like, I don't eat pork. So like a lot of the stuff in Macedonia was like pork based as well.
Okay. I don't eat pork either. So.
Yeah, so like breakfast, I was having like toast and honey for a week because they had like these salami stuff for breakfast. And I was like, yeah, this is...
It's not a bit of you.
No, this is long.
I was going to ask you while you've been speaking, so do you know getting into it from a very young age and obviously having athletic parents, what was that like? Is it something that you've grown to love or did you love it from the beginning? Because I know that when you have like athlete parents, they will kind of push you into kind of sports from a very early age. So is it something that you've grown to love or did you always like enjoy it?
I think it's like a bit of both. I feel like they definitely was adamant on all of us being in sports. Like we tried every single sport and I used to do gymnastics, netball, football, did tag rugby at one point.
Really?
Yeah, like I kind of wanted to do everything, but my dad was kind of adamant on like tennis is the way forward. This is like the path that you guys are going to go down. So like even if we did like another sport, we wasn't going to choose that sport.
It was already made up, basically.
Yeah, we were just going to go into tennis, but I actually really did love tennis. Like I think when I was younger, like it was so exciting to play. Also, like I had a really bad stutter when I was younger.
Okay.
Yeah, like couldn't get a word out at all.
Really?
No, so bad. Like I think sometimes it still comes out when I like rush my sentences. But when I was younger, I had really bad like speech problems. And I think tennis was like my outlet of like I would play and I didn't have to say much, but my shots and my game kind of did the talking.
The talking, yeah.
Yeah, so it was kind of like my creative outlet of how to express myself because I couldn't. Like my sister was a chatterbox. She would talk over me, talk through me.
So you guys are complete opposites?
A little bit, yeah. Like she's very loud, outgoing, very confident. And like I've grown to be a bit more confident, but like originally shy, couldn't speak. I would just sit and chill.
That's not a bad thing though. Like if that was your creative outlet and that was your like thing, then that's nice for you. Because I was gonna say, for someone to carry on with the sport as long as you've carried on, you have to love it. Like you can't force yourself like at 28 years old from playing it from an early age.
I have had a break though. Like,
have you?
Yeah, like at 14, I think from when the moment I turned 12 to 13, I started to not enjoy it. It just became a bit like a lot. I feel like I was missing a lot out on my personal life, like my friends at school, end up becoming homeschooled as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you kind of missed out on that school and socialization.
Don't know what happened. I don't know experience from year 9 onwards. I think I left school at the beginning of year 8.
How did you find you're the first ever person that I've met to be homeschooled?
Really?
Yeah.
You know, it's so normal in tennis to be homeschooled.
Really?
Like a lot of us are. Yeah, because the way the schedule works, like we don't have an off season.
Okay.
So we're competing every month, every week, back to back, if we can, if we're not injured. So a lot of us end up becoming homeschooled because of the scheduling and that school won't allow us to train during the day. So like for me in like the tennis world, it's such a norm. But every time I tell someone like, oh yeah, I was homeschooled.
Yeah,
like,
but I'm looking at you like you're a weirdo. But it's just because it's not a norm to me, but to you, like that feels
like it's so normal. So me and my sister was homeschooled. My brother went to school, but we traveled a lot. Like I went to academies in Spain, Belgium, all over the UK. We traveled and moved a lot depending on like where the tennis centers were. So like, yeah, it was definitely an experience that I feel like, you know, I wish I went
And
to
when you
school.
say you're homeschooled, that was by your parents? Or
Sort of. So
did
my
you
mum
get
was a
tutor?
teacher at the time.
Okay.
But she can. I don't think it would have been healthy for her to teach us. So we did have like a program. It was called like Oxford Learning or something, and
Okay.
we would learn with them. And then obviously a lot of kids around us was also being homeschooled. So kind of just sat at a group during lunchtime and just do our homework and stuff. Like it was fun.
So
but
it's homeschool, but not homeschool because you're still in a group, but it's just a very small group.
Yeah, it's a very small group. But like I loved my school and I loved my friends.
Oh.
And then being pulled out, I was just like, I don't want to do this. Like I want to be at school. I want to be with my friends. But I look back and like my parents think they were making the best decision, which I think they did in the end. Like it did help me a lot in my tennis development. But yeah, being pulled out of school for me personally was tough. I think my sister was more than happy to leave, and you know I'm really happy I had her because without her,
You would
I
have
feel
felt
like
a bit lonely.
yeah, like I feel like I would have been really alone. Whereas I do empathize with like, other tennis players when they are like the only child. Yeah.
So you and your sister quite close then?
Yeah, she's one of my best friends.
That's cute.
Yeah, she's in my friendship group as well. So like, she's just moved to Manchester, so now I see her most of the time. My brother as well, we're really good, really close as well. I say really good friends.
I know. I was about to say friends. That's your whole brother.
But we're really close as well. So we have like a close knit like sibling relationship.
That's cute.
Which is actually really nice. But yeah, without her, I think I would have carried on stuttering till now. So,
Aww.
yeah.
What was I going to say to you? So would you say that was kind of like a struggle for you growing up, that you just wanted to like give it up because you felt like you was missing out? versus what
Yeah, I
other
just
people
hated
had?
the sport. I think my sister was doing really well. Like, you know, she was top 5 in the country. She
Okay.
had like the funding from the LTA. She was predicted to be the next Grand Slam winner. And I was the sister that was also really good, but my sister was more talented. She was skinnier. She was faster.
Okay.
So like the comparison constantly, even from my parents, of being compared to her, like, you know, don't you want to be where she is? It just kind of was dampening like my love for the sport. And then, yeah, I used to fake injuries. I used to be like, oh, I'm sick.
Okay, so now my brain is ticking. So you've gone from that. So what was the moment for you where you was like, I want to actually start again and actually put my all into this?
Yeah, so like I would say I quit when I was like 14. At that point, we lived in Spain.
Okay.
Because we went to an academy in Spain. And I'd say I quit. I wasn't competing, but I was still training.
Okay.
But training very lightly. I didn't really have a goal of where I was going. And my mum kind of understood where I was coming from, of how I didn't enjoy the sport. So she was just like, you know, try to find your love back for it. Like, I know you still do love it. It's just that you're not enjoying it. She was right. I wasn't enjoying it, but I still loved the sport. Like, I felt like that's where I belonged. So then we ended up moving back to the UK, and we got connected back with a coach I used to have when I was like 8.
Okay.
And I used to love him. He was my favorite coach. He was the one coach that really believed in my abilities, that, you know, didn't just favor my sister. So we went coaching back with him, and he kind of ignited the love back for tennis.
I love that.
Yeah, so
I
it was
love
really
that.
like, I always say that if I ever do make it, or when I do make it, he'd be someone that I would definitely shout out, because he holds a very special place in my heart. I feel like I've had a lot of coaches that have been really mean to me. Like, honestly,
Really?
in tennis, you'd be surprised. I feel like the way the British system works is like, you know, there's some coaches that are really good and that they'll have your back, and some coaches that just want to only develop players that are already made.
Okay.
Like, they don't want to kind of develop players from the beginning to the top.
So would you kind of say like barrier to entry? Is it hard to get into tennis if you don't come from that background already?
Yeah, 100%. I think it's like kind of like F1, where the accessibility, I guess F1's a bit more tougher, but for tennis, it's like, yes, you see tennis courts like in local parks and stuff, but like the information of how to actually get into tennis is so hidden, and my parents didn't know. So like, it was very much, you know, learn and go, and trial and error to kind of figure out, you know, what tournaments we should play, what tournaments we shouldn't play, getting advice from coaches, and like getting advice from other tennis players as well. But like, at the end of the day, we all are competing against each other. So maybe some people didn't have, like, you know, the purest of intentions.
It's the first sport as well, because I don't really know much about tennis. Like, I watch a bit of tennis. Everyone loves Wimbledon. I'm not going to lie. I'm here for the Wimbledon outfits, like, of all the girlies
Have you played tennis before?
Never.
No.
Never.
Not even at
Never.
school.
Do you know what? I'm actually lying to you. When I was younger, I do actually have a pink tennis racket at home.
Oh.
It's been sat there for probably about, I don't know how many years.
Yeah.
But my dad used to take me to the park when we were younger. And I used to have a David Lloyd membership when I was younger as well.
Yeah.
And I used to do like the tennis lessons there as a kid.
Yeah.
Apart from that, never.
Did you like it? No.
Honestly, I don't remember. I was that young. I don't remember. Is it something that I would want to give a go? Yeah, I think I would. I want to go paddle as well. I've never tried paddle.
Paddle's getting really popular
It
recently.
is, isn't it?
Yeah, everyone's
There's
trying
nowhere
paddle.
in Leicester, but I think there's a few places that are. I think Coventry maybe might be
Probably,
the closest
yeah.
one.
I think,
yeah, I do want to definitely try.
Yeah, probably Nottingham as well. Probably have like a paddle court or paddle centre.
I feel like tennis is one of those things where if you get into it as an adult, you're like, that's a grown woman. Like, I play tennis. Like, it's a commitment. Do you get what I mean? 'Cause it's not something. So, for example, I go kickboxing now.
Do you?
That's something that anyone can kind of join or do, like all different. Like, I'm not going to be a professional fighter. Do you get what I mean? But if you play tennis, I feel like you actually want to get good at it.
Yeah.
Not that I'd ever compete, but do you know what I mean?
I think a lot of people have said that it gets really addicting. So like you play once, you're like, oh, actually I want to go back and do it again. Then you keep going. And a lot of people say it's like really good fitness as well. So I definitely would recommend. Maybe in the summer. I feel like it's more of a summer sport in my opinion. Like in the winter, in the winter it's like going to the training centre, it is freezing indoors.
Really?
Yeah, like some of the training centres are just cold and it's like rusty and it's just like, it's hell to go sometimes training. Or like we have like a bubble. Have you seen one of them ones? Like a bubble. So it's like outdoor courts, but they put like a bubble cover over it. It is like an iceberg.
When you say bubble, as in like, do you know how you get those things, those domes where you eat in the middle of?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah. It is freezing. Like I remember as kids.
No heating, no nothing inside of there.
You have to warm yourself up. Like I'm playing in a scarf, jumper, woolly hat, scarf, anything to keep me warm. But it's weird because your body is warm, but you're outside. Like outside your body's freezing.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like it's for me. Maybe it might be a summer thing. Maybe next summer I might get into it. To be fair, I'm so extra, obviously, you know what I'm wearing now, but I would be more interested in going to play tennis because of like the cute outfits and the cute.
No, 100%.
Do you know what I mean? So
like it makes you feel like a princess. Yeah,
I feel like out of all the sports, I just feel like if you're a tennis girl, like, do you get what I mean?
100%.
So do you know, when you were speaking about kind of like your own personal struggles, what do you think has been one of the biggest struggles for you during like your tennis career so far?
I would definitely say probably like self-belief.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it wavers. I think like some days I'm like, you know what, I can do this.
Yeah.
I go to training and I've had a bad day.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm just not, maybe I'm not made for this. But then like, I think on the flip side, like I will call my friends and they're like, no, Zainab, like you got this, like you're very good. And I'll be like, I don't ever want to feel like I'm delusional. Like I'm living in Delulu land. I'm like, guys, tell me I'm bad. It's like, you can be honest with me.
I love living in Delulu land though. Do you not? That's why I feel like I belong.
I think it's
you
scary.
have to be a bit delusional though.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. No, I hear that part. But like,
I get what you mean, as if like
I'm talking
you're
real
actually,
Delulu,
yeah,
like.
You're professional tennis, you wouldn't be shit if like now.
But also I feel like because I had like a break, you know, from like 13 to 14.
Yeah.
Then after uni, I got injured. So I had another break. So I've only been playing tennis again for maybe like 2.5 years competing.
Yeah.
And everyone that I was playing with is either like quit, not playing anymore, or like still on tour, but like way higher ranked than I am. So it's like when I come back, I'm like playing catch up. I'm still kind of figure out like who's around, who are the new players in the block now. So like,
I think comparison is a really hard thing.
oh, it's so
for
bad.
anything that you're doing. Like I feel like it's really hard because you're always everyone says not to look at what people are doing, but you can't help it though, really.
No,
Like
it's
you
so
know
tough.
who's doing what and who's better than you essentially.
Yeah.
But I think it's just more like when you say self-belief, what's kind of your self-concept at the minute? Do you believe that you are made to be a tennis player? Like, is that your dream?
That is definitely my dream. I feel like I'm trying to come to, like, I'm always like shy about, you know, saying it out loud that my dream is to become a professional tennis player.
Why?
I'll tell
Say
you,
it loud and proud. Like, if that was my dream, you better know about it.
I'll tell you about one story. I think when I was 16, I went to a camp and, you know, it was a bunch of girls, bunch of boys. Everyone stayed in separate accoms. It was like a 7-day tennis camp.
Okay.
And I think it was my first time being away from my parents for that long. So I was excited. I was like, woo, like I'm with like loads of people. There was maybe like 3 girls from my academy that I knew. So I was like really happy that they were going to be there as well. Mm-hmm. And we had a psych class, like, you know, just to learn about, the psychology of tennis.
Yeah.
And the lady was like, you know, write down your biggest goal. And everyone put like something like, you know, I want to win a tournament, or I want to be number 1, top 10 in the world, or top 100 in the world. And I put down, I want to be number 1 and a Grand Slam winner.
I love that.
And some girl looked at me and said, oh, you not feel, isn't that not a bit delusional? Isn't that a bit of a far reach? Someone that I used to train with as well. And I looked at her, I was like, I don't think so. And then the teacher was like, no, I told you to put down your dreams. If that's her dream, who are you to question her dream? But I think it also did play like it had like a niggle in my mind, like, is this what other people are thinking as well, that they think I'm delusional for wanting to be number one and a Grand Slam winner. But like over like the years, like I'm trying to work on, you know, sticking to what, like kind of being proud in what I believe in and not being shy of that. Like I do want to be number one in the world. I do want to be Grand Slam winner. I do see myself doing that. But again, when you have bad days, it feels like you're taking like 10 steps back. And like for me, it's because I'm playing catch up and I want to be where like some of my friends are.
Number one.
It's like I just feel like, oh my God, I've like taken 10 steps back, like the journey's looking further. And my friends also constantly remind me like, you've come such a long way. And they also increase my self-belief. So it's like, it's very up and down. It's not as consistent as I want it to be, but I am getting there to feel like, you know, I am confident in this and I can do this.
I feel like I've realised the people that will only ever say like, do you really think that's possible? They're very insecure people.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're putting their insecurity onto you. And I feel like sometimes you just need to say, your ceiling is not my ceiling.
Yeah.
And I love that quote because every time, so for example, like I'm thinking about going back into like, so I do property management. I want to start doing interior design. And I was having this conversation with like one of my friends and she was training to be, oh, I shouldn't be saying too much in and out of this. She's training to be a lawyer. I don't think she's going to mind.
Yeah.
And she's like, but if I go and start this, then, you know, it's going to take me years and, you know, it's not great money and it's da-da-da and then have it. And I was like, I know that I will be able to do it. Do you get what I mean? So I think you just need to say to people like, that's it. But when it comes to your self-concept, like on those days where you have had a loss maybe, or you are feeling exhausted, it's not going well, how do you then get back into that?
Oh man, I'm calling my friends.
Is it? Are your friends like your big support system?
Yeah, I feel like, you know, they've always supported me since like I've met most of them at uni.
Okay.
So like they've always spoke like in a very positive manner when it comes to my tennis. Even when I speak negative, they're like, no, like you've come such a long way. Like you can do this, like you're made for this. Like, yeah, even though you lost a match or even though you've had a bad day, like you're supposed to go, it's about enjoying the journey. And when I do have bad days, I think I've come up with routines like, you know, listing what I'm grateful for, listing the accomplishments that maybe I don't think is an accomplishment, but if I write them down, I'm like, oh my God, I actually did that.
Yeah.
Like, I actually traveled to Serbia by myself. Like I wouldn't have done that a couple of years ago. I would have been too scared to do it. So like doing stuff like that kind of reminds me, you know, I'm actually enjoying the journey. I'm where I'm supposed to be, and I just have to have faith that, you know, God has a plan for me. And if I keep going down this path and surrounding myself with good people, then I would get hopefully what I want, which is becoming a professional tennis player, like on the high leagues.
So what is the goal then? Talk to me about that.
Definitely to become a Grand Slam winner. Like I want to play at Wimbledon. That's one thing that I've always pictured myself.
Love
is like,
that.
yeah, like I want my friends there. I want my friends' parents to be there. I want to kind of give back to everyone that has supported me along the way. And then even at the moment, like posting on social media, there's loads of people that have messaged saying like, oh, like we really believe in you. And it definitely has increased my self-belief that, you know, I'm not delusional. Like, you know, I am on the right path. So my dream is definitely to be like playing at the Grand Slams and hopefully become a Grand Slam winner. And like my last name is Williams, so it'd be nice to kind of, you know,
you've got it in you, surely.
Like, I want to take the baton on from Serena Williams and like kind of show that there's a black girl from South London. We've had no one from any part of London.
Really?
Not really. We've had like Heather Watson. She's mixed race.
Okay.
But like a black girl from South London.
So I wanted to talk to you about that. Do you feel like that's another barrier to entry, being a black girl getting into tennis? Like, how do you feel like that's affected your professional career?
It's kind of crazy. You know, I can list probably all the black girls that I know in tennis, and that is
Really?
only the black girls.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like such a small community, but it's so nice because everyone's quite close knit with each other. Like if I see one of the girls, we most of the time we share a hotel room or we're hanging out at the tennis tournament. So in tennis, like growing up, it was so tough because, you know, I grew up in Stratford, but also then I lived in white areas, Essex, Spain, Southampton, all predominantly white areas. So in the end, I started to get used to just being the only black girl in school, the only black girl in an academy. But going to tournaments, like we'd be the only black family at a tournament.
Really?
Like the only even minority, that there's no one of color at a tournament. So like,
how many people are we talking at a tournament?
maybe like 50 to 60.
Okay.
You're looking around and like, we just didn't clock it. Like we were so in our own world that my parents kind of raised us to like not care where we are. Like we be ourselves.
Yeah.
You are where you belong. Like it's not as if we don't belong there. Like we
Yeah.
do belong there. And that was the main things that we step on court and we show the girls that, you know, I belong here. And just because I don't look like you doesn't mean I'm not going to show that I belong here.
Yeah.
But like, I look back, I'm like, wow, like some of the microaggressions I used to receive as a kid, I look back, I'm like, wow, I think they were actually being racist.
No, actually, they definitely was. They
Being
definitely was.
racist.
So why do you think it is like that? Is it kind of finances, funding, barrier to entry? Like,
I think it's definitely finances. It's such an expensive sport. I think a lot of people, like when they ask me like, oh, do you not get funding from like, does it someone that pay for it? I'm like, no, like we pay for everything. The hotel, the entry fee, tennis rackets we pay for, tennis shoes, like the travel. So if I'm going to Serbia, I'm paying the flight, the hotel, the tournament entry as well.
okay.
Any physio that I need I have to pay for it. So it's like to really invest and take that money out. Like my parents were working double to support me and my sister. And if we went to an academy, we would have to bargain a 2-for-1 deal because we can't afford 2 entities to then be put into an academy because it was that expensive to train full time for a month at one academy was $3,000. That was on the lower ends.
Do you know what? I can imagine, because now I'm thinking about it. Even at school, there was only one girl that I knew that did play tennis, and she was white, and the size of her house was just like incredible. Like it was absolutely massive. But apart from that, especially from where I grew up as well in Leicester, I'm from Highfield, so it's predominantly like Asians and Caribbean people. So there's not really anyone, like it's not a sport that was spoken about. Or
and I think like even like on media coverage, like all you guys you would have known is just Serena Williams and Venus Williams. There isn't like, apart from them two being obviously the absolute legends, there's a few black girls now that have done really well. Taylor Townsend, Sloane Stephens. But again, on one hand, you can count how many black girls are on tour. So I think even like growing up, you can't see if tennis is made for you, for someone like you, if you don't see someone on TV that looks like you.
Yeah.
So I think 1, it is definitely finances. 2 is definitely like the barrier to participation. Like you don't know
that representation.
Yeah, like how do you get into tennis? Like, is it made for a space like me? I know like Wimbledon, no one knew how to get Wimbledon tickets. I think that became like really popular this year to kind of make it accessible for everyone to learn how to get Wimbledon tickets, because you have to get it through a ballot. Like you don't get it, you can't, unless you're going to buy a ticket, which is going to cost you like $2,000.
Yeah.
Everyone goes through a ballot, or you line up on the day of Wimbledon, like 6 o'clock in the morning. You get a ticket for like 20 quid.
This is new to me as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Like it's just not known unless.
So you can actually go to watch Wimbledon for £20.
Yeah.
But you just have to get there early.
Yeah.
I never knew that. I always thought it was like hundreds and hundreds of pounds.
No.
I'm waiting for the day that some brand somewhere invites me, because I just always thought that it was.
Please.
I know, please. I just always thought it was hundreds and hundreds of pounds to go.
No, that's what I mean. So I feel like
you should make a TikTok about that, you know,
a lot of
and
people
do a
be
bit of
saying,
education and stuff like that, because I feel like so many people would really be interested in that.
Yeah, so like we feel like the space isn't for us. Like it's for like, you know, the rich end of like the UK goes to Wimbledon, whereas really and truly like
It's for anyone.
Anyone can go.
Yeah.
Like Queen's is also like, I think the ticket was like £30, which is a tournament before Wimbledon.
Okay.
And then you've got Wimbledon, and then that's the grounds pass is like 20. It's legit £20.
Wow.
Yeah, so y'all need to go. Y'all need to go.
I'm gonna go as well for
No,
£20.
100%, yeah.
I just don't know about the being dressed and ready for 6 a.m.
That's the thing that I won't do. Yeah, because the
that's-
line is long. But
Heels.
it goes by pretty quickly.
Yeah, but heels, nice dress, nice
Yeah,
bag.
but everyone's doing it as well. Do you know what I
Do
mean?
you know what? I might
kinda-
give it a go.
Yeah, you should definitely.
I might give it a go.
The line does go by pretty quickly. Like the earlier the tournament, the better it is. Later in the tournament, the line is a lot less. But like, there's only like 2 matches on. Whereas like the first 3 days, 4 days, there's loads of matches on. You can walk around. The grounds are beautiful at Wimbledon as well. So I feel like, yeah, you should definitely.
Have you
go.
been to watch many matches there?
Yeah, so like we've been invited. Like I got invited when I was like maybe 10. And they gave us like VIP backstage passes. So like I met Venus Williams, Serena Williams, Federer, like all like the players back then. Met them, and it was so cool seeing them at like the age of 10. Like, oh my god, like these are my heroes.
Like, yeah, I can imagine.
And then I think I went again, second year of uni. The university gave us tickets to go. And then this year I went to Queen's, which was a tournament before Wimbledon, which was really cool for my birthday. I went there. Though I do love watching tennis. I feel like it's such a beautiful venue. I do want to go to like Roland Garros, which is in France. Apparently US Open is really good. Australian Open apparently is really good as well. So like I do want to go, but not to watch. I want to go to play.
Play.
Do you know what I mean? So when I am at Wimbledon next year, you'll get a ticket.
I love that for me. I was going to say, when we speak about TikTok, I first stumbled across you. So I knew that you was Remy's friend because I've seen you on like socials and stuff. But on my TikTok, when I wrote your name down to come on the podcast as a girls like me. So what actually happened, girls, is I've been manifesting guests at the minute coming on the podcast, and every single guest that I manifest or think about, like, they either say yes or they message me or they ask or whatnot. And that was the instance. Like, I literally wrote your name down, and then obviously Remy got in touch with me, which was like fab. But why I wrote your name down in the first place is I scrolled across your TikTok and it was like quitting your corporate job or something like that to then go work night shifts to go and fund your dream. And I really resonated with that because when I started my business, I had to go and work multiple jobs. And it's like no one really shows the behind the scenes. Like I was pulling pints, frying, like working night, like, you know, like all that kind of stuff that no one really wants to post on social media. So when you post that, I was like, I like you for like posting stuff about that. So talk to me about that. What's that kind of whole process been like of you quitting your job, or what was you doing?
Oh, it was insane. So I was doing talent management. So like managing influencers. My whole thing was like, I wanted to work in fashion. Yeah. Originally was creating my own fashion brand. But then as I got older, I was like, maybe not. I actually stumbled into talent management. I wasn't
take it off the cards yet, you know.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when you reach a certain level and you have a certain level of money, then anything becomes play to you.
It's definitely like, I love fashion. I love clothes. Like even on tennis court, like I love all the vintage tennis stuff that was like popping like back in the day. But so I fell into talent management after uni. Like I was working in Tesco after uni, and then I worked in Patagonia, which was like a clothing shop. After Patagonia, I fell into an agency that was offering like, you know, talent management, and I really enjoyed it. I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. I get to go to events, meeting different people, like really like networking and getting to know different people in the industry. So I was like, okay, cool. Like I'm going to continue doing this. But then at the same time, I was kind of playing with the thought of getting back into tennis. I remember telling my friends like, oh guys, I just don't know. Should I do it? Should I not? It's been a while. All my friends like, yeah.
Was it always in your brain?
Yeah.
Like, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I look back and I was like, anyone that asked me, oh, so what'd you do? I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm a tennis player, but I'm injured. But like, I wasn't playing at all. Like I was injured, but I was cleared by the physio probably like 6 months prior.
Okay.
But I would just say, yeah, I'm a tennis player, but I'm injured, so I'm just working. So like, I look back, I was still classifying myself as a tennis player. Yeah. But I guess living in Manchester was all new to me. Like in London, it's so easy to find a tennis academy. But in Manchester, like I didn't know where to start. Like up north was completely different to down south. So yeah, I kept on playing with the idea of, I am going to get back into tennis. But like, how do I pay my bills and still play tennis? So I guess I just kind of went along like with the flow. I was still working the office job. I would play tennis maybe once every 2 weeks with someone that I met on like Facebook. I was just like, okay, cool. I hit with you just to see if I still have it. Yeah. I did. Fitness was awful though. Couldn't breathe.
Really?
Couldn't breathe. I forgot how hard tennis was on the lungs. Couldn't breathe at all.
Because it's a lot of running up and down, isn't it?
Yeah, and thinking. You think like that takes a lot of like power out of you, like to think, hit, and like tactics as well. There's just a lot to think about. So I was like, oh my God, like I still have it. I still enjoy it, but I don't know. I'll see. And then it came to like the end of 2022 and I was like, cool, I'm going to change jobs. I want to go for a more flexible job. So I ended up getting like a work from home job. That didn't last that long though. It was still in talent management, but it didn't last that long because the company went down. So I was like, okay, cool. Ended up getting another job, but that was full-time in the office with 1 day work from home. And they were micromanagers. So like when I was working from home, they were on my case 24/7.
So it wasn't one of them working from home jobs where you could like go and do whatever you need to do.
Yeah. Like for tennis, it only takes me like, I'll probably train like 2 hours a day at that point and be like, well, I only needed an hour off. But like no corporate manager will understand that I can still do my job, but I just need an hour to go play tennis. But they just didn't get it. So I was getting really frustrated with the idea of like, I really want to play. I'm playing pretty well. I need to compete, but no one's giving me the time off. And then I think at the end of 2023, I got sacked.
It was a blessing. It was a blessing. It was a blessing.
Like, I was like, oh my God, like, how am I supposed to pay the bills? How am I supposed to play tennis? And like in 2023 as well, I was competing while working in the office job. So it just wasn't going great. Like I felt like I lost 12 matches in a row. I've never lost that many matches in a row in the history of me being alive. Never. Like, it felt like I kept getting like knocked
Mentally,
down.
I bet that was really hard.
I was in the
Because
gutter.
I'm such a sore loser as well. Like, after my head would have been gone.
I was in the gutter. I was in 2023 gutter. Like, it was really tough to navigate like my personal life, losing 12 matches in a row. Then I hated my job. I hated being in the office.
And then you got sacked.
And I got sacked.
It's not.
I was looking at God saying like, hey, stop knocking me down. Like,
But maybe God was just preparing you, which, you know.
God had his foot on my neck.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like I was suffering in 2023. So I ended up getting sacked. And I was like, I was going to leave anyways. But I was like, okay, cool.
Do you know what? Maybe you wasn't going to leave when you just really needed that push.
I actually think,
I
100%.
actually think that.
Yeah, 100%. Like,
Because
I don't think I would
sometimes
have
when
left.
you're in a situation, something bad will happen to really physically shift you out of that situation.
I kept him dancing. Like, I was even applying for jobs at the time, like different jobs, but like nothing was really coming through. And I was like, oh my God, like how am I supposed to get out of this? But still, again, pay my rent. Like that's the main thing. I need to pay my rent and my bills. Got sacked, and I was like, well, damn. Like, what now? So I used to do night shifts during COVID.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I could go back into night shifts because I trained during the day, like between like maybe 11 and 4.
Yeah.
And the night shifts will start at 10:30. So I was like, I can probably do that. Applied to do a night shift at Tesco, ended up getting the job like legit the week after I got sacked. Got the job, started the week after. I was like, okay, cool. I can now start training close to full time. So I started training full time. And as soon as I started 2024, won every single match past first round. I never lost the first round match. So I was like, okay, so all I needed was to like invest a bit more in myself and I would get the results.
And
then
it all paid back.
I started seeing results. My fitness got better. My ranking started moving up. Okay. Like a lot of things were going for me, but the night shifts were so draining. It was so draining. Do you know what?
Just when you said it, I was thinking 11 till 4, but you start at 10:30. When are you sleeping?
Yeah, I wasn't sleeping. I would get probably like 4 hours of sleep. My friends were so concerned. They're like, Zainab, you're not sleeping. But I was like, guys, like it's almost like addicting. Like I'm doing really well in tennis now. I'm climbing up the rankings. Like, I haven't lost first round in a match yet. If this is a sacrifice I have to make, not sleeping.
Kind of like fueling you, like you got that hunger back again.
I'll do it. Like if it means that I can get to where I want to be, I'll do it for 5 years. I don't really care. But it did start taking like a mental toll. Like start having like mini panic attacks and anxiety attacks because I just didn't have enough sleep. Like I would go to the tennis center and sleep at the tennis center.
Really? Wow.
And like the coaches knew that Zainab was working night shifts. So like I would get into training and I'm going to say there's one coach I didn't like. So I got into training. He'd be like, oh yeah, how was your night shift? Why are you asking me that question? It's
like, how do you think it was?
Yeah,
like,
wait, how do you think?
Like
I'm tired, bro. Like you're telling me like, how was my night shift? I'm absolutely exhausted. It just felt a bit condescending and like it was the first time I had to stand up for myself. Like getting back into tennis, like again, as I said before, like I was really like a shy kid.
Yeah.
And I have been learning to stand up for myself. But playing tennis again, I have to be my own advocate. So like during training, I was getting a lot better, moving up the rankings, but my training just wasn't matching what I wanted to get to the next step.
Yeah.
So I ended up having a conversation with him. Did not go well. He was just like, you only train twice a week, 3 times a week. And if you think you're going to play with the boys, you have like basically another thing coming. I was just like, yeah, but I've proved enough to you that I am putting in the work. You know I work night shifts. I'm killing myself basically to get back into it. So you need to give me a leeway here. Like the girls I'm playing, they're very good girls, but I'm like twice their age. So I overpower them. So it's like I need to hit with the boys to become better because they're the only ones that can handle how much power I can hit. And it was just a back and forth. But I was really proud of myself for standing up because I wouldn't have said anything in the past.
Good, as you should.
Yeah, I was like, you know what?
It's my time to shine.
You know, I'm tired, but hey. But yeah, working night shifts and playing tennis, it wasn't easy. I only quit this year. So.
Do you know what? When you're saying it wasn't easy, I was going to ask you, what are you currently doing and how are you kind of managing all of that now?
Yeah, so I only quit night shifts in March this year. Okay. So it hasn't been long that I haven't not done night shifts. So I do freelance talent management, like with social media, the brand deals that come in for myself.
You better keep them coming, okay?
Yes, please.
We've got bills to pay.
Like it has really helped along the way there's tournaments now that they've increased the prize money. So I would do those tournaments to kind of get some money back. So I get money from different avenues. Like I try to grab as much money as I can just
You know
to
what?
save.
I'm really loving this. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. I'm loving this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because obviously I know you're doing the talent management, but like just the thought of you winning a competition and actually getting paid for that, it's like you're getting paid
It's
to
really
do your
good, isn't
dream.
it? Yeah. Like the tennis, like the money in tennis is still quite bad. Like compared to like footballers, I was deep in it the other day. Like footballers.
I was going to ask you about this. Like obviously we don't need to know all the ins and
No,
outs.
I tell you,
like,
I'm spilling the tea.
Okay, perfect. So I'm really just intrigued. Like how much would you win from a competition, or like what is the money like?
So have you watched Challengers by the film was
No,
in
I'm
there?
not going to lie to you, no. No, I'm not going to lie to you.
You should definitely watch it because it kind of shows the ins and out of what happens. Like outside of a Grand Slam, there's like lower tournaments.
Okay.
So like all the players that try to get to Grand Slams are playing Challengers.
Okay.
So in Challengers, there's like different tiers and there's different prize monies. But the problem that tennis players are having is that because we pay for everything, you guys are not making us break even. We're actually losing out. So like on the lowest end would be a 15K tournament. Hold on, it's not actually 15K. So the 15K is shared between men's and women's. Through that, they pay the officials, the umpires. So everyone gets it gets deducted. So the actual winner wins about, I don't know, I may be wrong, but roughly around like 2.8. But you've just spent a week in a hotel where we've had to stay on site. It's £100 a night. We've had to pay for our flights there.
So really, you're spending about £1.5 grand when you're there.
So you're not really like breaking even from how much I've just won to what I've just spent.
And that's if you win.
If you win. So like if you lose, you go home. Like you're knocked out of the tournament. It's not like a round robin where you play everyone. If you go to a tournament, you can fly 9 hours for a tournament, get there, lose. You have to pack up your stuff and go home. And
I'd be fuming. I'd be fuming.
That's why I feel like
especially because you have to pay for yourself as well.
Yeah, that's why I feel like a lot of players put like a lot of pressure on themselves because we can't travel all the way to this tournament and lose first round. So it's like we have to win.
Yeah.
But obviously there's going to be one loser, so it is tough. And that's what they say, tennis is a rich man's sport. Traveling that much, like players are traveling week in, week out.
Yeah.
I can't travel that much because it's so expensive. I'm spending £600 minimum per tournament to go abroad. So it's like I have to try and save. I tactically think about, okay, if I play this tournament, is there a tournament close by that I can fly to play that tournament? And is there anyone that I can train with? And I have to think so far ahead. But like a lot of players are like privileged where they can go, they can spend a month there. There was a girl that I met in Tunisia. She spent 4 months in Tunisia.
What?
I was like, how the hell did you? And she stayed on site. Like most people who do like 4 months, 3 months will get like an Airbnb.
Yeah.
She stayed on the site of the hotel.
So you know she's got the money.
Yeah, I was like, damn, like
She's
lend
got
me a
the
tenner.
money.
Like, how the hell? Like I was envy of her. I was like, wow, like you're so lucky that like you're not working, you don't have, you're not paying rent.
Yeah.
Like you
So
get.
that's challenges. What's the next one? That's the Grand Slam.
Yeah.
And then Wimbledon.
Yeah.
So how much are we talking there? Is there like a big jump?
So
or
for
is it
Wimbledon, I think they increased the prize money to 3 mil.
like, yeah. There is a big jump.
But then if you think about it, I feel
really
like
could see you at Wimbledon speaking about it now.
I'm like, guys, I know I won, but please give us more money. Like, hey. But no, at Wimbledon, the footballers earn more though.
Yeah, I know.
So it's like tennis is still quite a highly watched sport, but the problem is that we don't get. I'm very sure this is true that we don't get the betting money.
Okay.
The betting money that all the bets that get put into tennis players don't receive them. So like it's not included into the prize money, whereas football get Bet365, they get all these other avenues of income that increase the prize money. But for us, it's like, it's against the bylaws to be betting or anything like that. So I think that's why we don't receive the money. But 3 mil, yes, it's good. Yes, it's a massive increase. Woohoo. But like, that's for one tournament. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've just spent my whole life getting there. Like, tennis players live off the sponsors, not actually the tournament winnings.
Okay.
So it's like, I think the prize money has a long way to go. I feel like it needs to be increased by far. Like, all the energy we put in, we have to pay our team. I didn't know this, until like 5 years ago, that tennis players have to pay the physio, the nutritionist, the 2 coaches they bring with them.
I'm really sorry, girls. Like, I know I'm not speaking that much because I'm actually baffled in this episode. Like, I'm just really soaking all of this in. Like, I'm learning so much.
Yes, a lot. Like,
wow.
Everyone that follows
this has been
them,
like a really educational
I'm
podcast
so glad.
episode for me. I'm really enjoying
I'm
it.
so glad. But yeah, like everyone that travels with them they have to pay for them. Like, I remember I asked the coach, can you come watch me play? Because it'd be really good for you to get stats.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, you have to pay for my travel, my hotel, my fee for the day. Because if he was coaching in the UK, he'd get this much. So I have to cover what he would get, his wage, his hotel, his food, his flights, taxi. I'm thinking, I can't pay for.
So now I'm going to ask you a few questions. I hope you don't mind me asking. So you're saying that the main way that you kind of make a living or tennis players is through sponsors.
Yeah.
So how do you go about getting sponsors?
You just have to be the best,
Okay.
really. Like, climbing up the rankings. A lot of the times you have to be like maybe top 200 in the world, and that's tough to get to.
Okay.
So like, outside of that, a lot of people are still working. A lot of people are living at home. Like, a lot of players I know still live at home. They're not paying rent. They're just traveling. You rarely meet, I guess, again, tennis is a rich sport. So I know there are people working full-time jobs or part-time jobs, but a lot of them are not working at all.
Yeah.
They're just playing tennis freely. So yeah, you don't get sponsors until maybe like top 200, top 250.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm still trying to get a world ranking.
Okay.
So like, that's the whole point of this year, was to get a world ranking. So the more international tournaments I play, the more experience I get, the more points I get. So I need to get 6 points to get a world ranking.
Okay.
I've got 2.
Okay.
So I'm trying to get the other 4 before the end of the year. Whether that's realistic or not, I don't know. But I just want to try and push myself for the last 3 months as much as I can to pay for those tournaments abroad. And then next year, we'll see how it goes. But I definitely am close to getting the world ranking. I think I'm playing really well. My fitness is improved. Again, I definitely feel like I'm playing well in the UK.
Do you know what I love? I love how passionate you are. Just speaking about it, it's like, it seems like something you really, really want to do.
Yeah, like, I feel like I've definitely grown to be more passionate. I feel like when I first got back into it, I was like, oh yeah, let's just see how it goes.
Yeah.
And now I'm doing well. I'm like, oh wait, I think I can do this. Like, I can. So about the self-belief, like, it is growing as I go along.
It seems like, because when I interview people, you either get someone that's kind of like bang on solid on an idea from the start, but it seems like you're kind of like believing in it as you're going along, like more and more. But obviously, I think maybe that's because of how competitive it is.
Yeah.
And also you being a minority within that sport as well.
I feel like I have so much to worry about. Like, I think a lot of players don't understand how much I'm stressing over, okay, cool, when I get home, I've got my rent to pay, I've got council tax to pay. Like, a lot of them you don't have the same problems. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, cool, I've just spent $750 to lose first round. How the hell am I going to go to the next tournament? Or how am I going to have dinner for the week? So like, it's the constant worry and thinking about like, can I actually upkeep this? But every time I doubt myself and how, if I can maintain this, God works in mysterious ways.
Listen,
like
I was just about to say God will start doing stuff for you.
Like, I got a deal with Lululemon. I got a deal with Deep Heat that came, and I was like, oh, okay, I can breathe. That really helped them putting that back into tennis and putting it back into training. So every time I have doubted myself, something does come.
That's it. Do you know what? That's your sign then.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's all the belief that you just got to keep doing it, and then good stuff will always keep happening.
Yeah. Oh, God's willing.
No, I'm actually really like, speaking about how passionate you are about this, I love it. I love people that are genuinely passionate and they enjoy what they do and they like it, and you can always tell when someone's being authentic with it or not. And I just get the vibe that you are like, this is your dream, even though I feel like you seem a bit like you don't want to openly admit it, like, like I'm gonna, do you get what I mean? Like, I know, but I just feel like it really is.
Yes, I just don't want to let myself down. So I feel like if I say it and it doesn't happen, I'm letting myself down. But I know, I definitely do believe that I have the ability to get there.
You'll never let yourself down though, unless everyone knows how hard that they've tried. And I feel like the only way that you would let yourself down is if you know you've got more to give and you didn't do that. But from what it sounds like, you seem like you are giving it your all at the minute.
Yeah, I think it's one thing I always live by is like, I don't ever want to regret or resent.
Yeah.
And I feel like me getting back into tennis, if I didn't, I definitely would have always thought,
regretted it. Yeah.
Yeah, like, oh, maybe I should have done it.
It would have been in the back of your mind until you're like, you know, that 70-year-old that's like, I wish I did this when I was younger.
And I was like, I don't want to be that person. Like, I want to give everything that I try 100%. If it doesn't work out, then I know it just wasn't meant for me. But like, I have met so many people along the way that I'm like, Zainab, like, you are really good. Like, you have the ability to do it. Coaches who I love at the moment, like I'm working with, like she 100% believes in me and has helped me along the way. A few coaches I've met abroad as well have helped me. So it's like I'm meeting a lot of people and I'm surrounding myself with a lot of people that believe in me and wish me well. And it's like they're boosting me to believe in myself as well, and that, like, you know, I am on the right path. Like, I am meant for this. And I feel like I wouldn't have gone down this path again if I wasn't meant for it. So I definitely do believe like I am supposed to be here.
Good. I love that for you. Also, I was going to say, because how you spoke about being a minority as well, there's going to be potentially someone that could watch this, or even someone that's younger than you that's wanting to get into tennis. Like, what kind of advice would you give younger you maybe, or someone that wants to get started? Let's go with younger you, because the younger you kind of startled you a bit. Younger
me, I would definitely say like tennis is a long road.
Okay.
Like, it's not as easy as it looks. I think when you watch it on TV, you're like, yeah, if I win a few tournaments, I can get to Wimbledon. But like the reality of it is that you're gonna have ups and downs. You're gonna have bad days, and anyone that's out there wanting to pursue a sport or dream, it's not a linear path. Like it's gonna be bumpy. But if you just keep having faith in yourself, and that you surround yourself with really good people that are also ambitious, that also are striving for things, you end up feeding off their energy and wanting to do the same thing. So I think the advice I would give is like, just have faith and trust the process, that even if it looks bad, even if you are in the mud, you're not going to be there
even
for that
if
long.
you lose 12 matches in a row and then even get fired from your job.
Yeah, even if you get, you know, if you get fired or lose that many matches, like there is like a chance of you getting out of that, and like you should just have faith that and wait your time and it will happen. So I definitely do think it's about having patience to like just allow the process to happen, allow to have the bad days, cry it out. Oh my God, there was one tournament I think I lost. I think actually I played in Loughborough actually.
Oh,
and I cried.
You're gonna say that you cried. I knew you was gonna say.
You know, you're looking at the train, you're just like, I feel like I was in a film. Like it was raining as well. I was like, oh my God.
Did anyone ask you if you was okay?
No.
Oh, that makes it worse. Or was you one of them ones where you like turned your head completely to the
No,
back
just
window?
trying to turn my head completely and I cannot like show that I'm crying. Or you know when you like even trying to be quiet, like you're not trying to. Like I was just trying to.
Oh.
It's not. Like I remember all those days. I'm just like I still have them days, to be fair. Like I'm not gonna lie, but it definitely has pushed me to keep fighting. Every time I've had like a bad day, I'm like, I know I can do better. So advice that I give is like, you know, if you keep believing that you can do better, you can do better.
Yeah.
There's always room to do better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything that you do differently?
I don't know, you know, I felt like I was talking to someone about this the other day and they were like, you know, your path is unusual because you've stopped, you started, you got injured, you know, you're not at the ideal age that someone would say, you know, like in tennis, the younger you are, the more potential you have.
Yeah.
And I feel like because I'm 28, a lot of people doubt that, like that, you know, you don't have that much time. But for me, it's quality over quantity.
Yeah.
Like I can spend 5 years on tour, but win every single Grand Slam.
Yeah.
So really and truly, like I may spend 10 years on tour and not win anything. So I'd rather be 28 and I've lived. So like, would I have done anything different? No. I think the path that I was on was the best path that I could be on. I went through uni, I made the best of friends. Without going to uni, I wouldn't have met them. I wouldn't have the support system I have. So it all does like, it's like a catalyst. Like I feel like it was meant to happen for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't change a thing.
No, I love that. I love that. I think that's a really nice place to nearly end the episode. So there is one question that I'm going to ask you. I didn't send it you over, so this might. But I always ask this at some of the end of podcast episode. I want you to tell the girls one secret that no one knows about you.
Oh, God.
That no one knows about you. You can have a minute to think because the last guest, I think she was thinking for about a good 2 minutes.
Trying to think a secret.
We got time.
I've told you every secret, haven't I? Yeah, haven't I? Yeah. Oh, God damn it. Those secrets I take to the grave.
It could be anything.
I think publicly, I think a lot of my best friends don't, like, you know this, but like a lot of people don't know this, that I love watching musicals.
Really?
Love watching musicals. Like if it wasn't for tennis, I would have become like an actress or a dancer.
Okay.
Maybe not a singer.
Still creative though.
Yeah, like in like performing arts. But mate, I love watching musicals. Hamilton, Dreamgirls. Like I'm always singing and dancing in my room
as well.
Yeah, but no one knows that. But now everyone does. So
now everyone knows. Now the girls know. Not everyone. The girls
everyone
know.
does now.
But yeah, that is a nice place to end this episode. I actually feel like I've learned so much. Like I feel like because also tennis to me, like what you mentioned, because you don't really see a lot of representation. Or I don't really know anyone. It's one of those things where maybe I haven't really known or been aware of it. I just, like I said, cute outfits, Wimbledon as a girl. That's all I really know. But it's actually really nice to get to know. And also, I've kind of appreciated how hard you have worked, and tennis players, to say that you've started, you've got all these tournaments, points and stuff like that. Like, it's not just you go and play for a team and then that team wins or you compete. Do you get what I mean? Like, it's actually you solo by yourself, competing by yourself, which is really, really nice. But it's been a pleasure to have you on the podcast today.
Thank you for having me.
No, it's okay.
It's been so fun. Like, oh my God, I'm on a podcast. Like, if someone told me this year that I was going to be on a podcast, I would have told them to just shut up.
Good. And I'm glad that this is your first podcast as well.
So am I. Like, it's so... thank you for having me, honestly.
No, it's been really, really nice. But yeah, girls, if you think that this episode is going to help anyone, anything that we have spoke about, any future tennis players, anyone that's in sports that really needs that kind of like push or, to keep pushing through, then this is the episode for them. Please feel free to share, like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode, girls. Bye.